Zapa mutima, zapa mutima, zapa mutima.
Hi, welcome. You are on Zapa Mutima TV show, brought to you courtesy of Gavi Beverages, the manufacturers of your favorite naturally carbonated health drink, Elixir Kombucha, and on Diamond TV. I'm Kennedy to be with you for the next 25 minutes. We have a show and a half. Join me on the other side as I introduce our guests and as I give you our health tip for today. Only on Zapa Mutima.
Zapa mutima.
Energize the natural way. Elixir Kombucha. Drink healthy, live healthy.
Zapa mutima.
Welcome back. You're on Zapa Mutima, and for our health tip today. You know, more often people really go for medical checkups, physical checkups, and we just live until we fall sick, very, very sick. But our health tip today is make sure once in a while, once a year, depending on your age, of course, once in a year, once a year, go for checkup. Check your everything, liver, kidneys, let them check the sugar levels in your body, blood pressure and all that. These things can go wrong, until you just fall and die. So that's your health tip for today. Don't wait until you get very sick before you go for checkup. Now, our guest on the program is a special one. Wearing several hats. A journalist, a social commentator, a comedian. He is a director of programs. Emmanuel Vapaka. Welcome to the show. It's so nice to have you. Also known as Ken Dumbo.
Thank you so much for having me. Natoka kuchaka ka testi ka vonsi chabi pamili banuza tinfika ngazima kombucha.
Wow.
So ngene nali kuchaya.
It's healthy.
Thank you so much for having me, Kennedy. Amashina. Though it's at Nacho Sako Nedi inachoka kuna sa chabe Ken. It feels great to be back on Diamond TV after a long time.
Oh yeah. You're welcome, man.
I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Sure.
First things first, Ken. You see, I'm even calling you Ken. That Kenny name. Explain what that Kenny thing is.
Okay, so Ken,
I
Nikis ni job so nakupasa zina ya bwino then obo chitache decide kuzipasa kwa yako mnachita discover just kuti ubo zifunza kukuru kuti nanga zina inachoka kuti. Yeah, but Ken is a combination of my 3 first letters of my names. So my name is Kazungo Emmanuel Ndea. So when you get the first letters of those 3 names, it's K-E-N. So it makes Ken. Ndeko inachokera Ken.
Kazungo Emmanuel
Ndea. So K-E-N. Sima diru.
Okay, Dumbo.
Okay, so
hello mundu nishindu oyonda.
Tikangenawo kutizaru vyanya kairo zapeza kuti olo basika na kuliko baina mazina ngati beauty. But ukamuyangana pamenso mambo kuzifunza kuti nanga beauty nachokera kuti. Wena ngupeza kuti ni innocent sinikamba kalimanshi. Yeah, so Dumbo is just a name like Chagwa. Obviously you know that our president is Chagwa, but we've never seen him before. Yeah, so it was a name that was given to me by some friends, the street kids. We were doing, we had some form of an association where we would meet street kids every Sundays. The time I was in college and I was hosting the breakfast show on Hon FM.
Okay.
So in the place every Sunday with a group of my friends, we would meet street kids, and then one day we decided that we should divide these kids in groups. So coincidentally, I was given a group of kids, Banali Madumbo. So the other groups started laughing at my group and say, it's a group, Dumbo, meaning bafanda wenenze nabo, wenze badumbo. So they ended up calling me Vadumbo, not because I was a Dumbo, but because of the kids. Yes, because of the identification. The kids that I was managing or interacting with was Madumbo. So Nabwa Ankara Dumbo. Even after the kids left, Vadumbo. And it was actually a way of telling me that I was slim, because then I was slim. But you see, there is power in the tongue. I decided to adopt the name, and here we are. At least very soon we are getting there. Yeah. So that's how the name Ken Dumbo came through. And in fact, it was also because of the fact that in the comedy industry in Zambia, we have a guy called K-Star.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Bambi wanted kupanga mistake because Independence Parade nenzozita na Ken Star. Yeah, so K-Star and Ken Star nikumbuka nasa inapo na ka autograph ka.
Wow.
Vandu wana uganza munga nine K-Star.
I hope K-Star ambera.
Si problem yanga wanandikora nisaweka. Yeah, so I just said to avoid this confusion, they can't teach us Star. It is a fakapo Dumbo, but in the end he wants it is Ankara Masters because it is Ankara Tipamwamba.
Wow.
Sure, that's how the name came into reality.
Excellent. A brief background about your, life. Where are you from? Who are you?
Wow, Ken Dumbo nikamunyamata chabe kanachoka pa Soloboni hapa pa Kafyuwe.
Yeah.
There's a place called Solobon Compound. Koma mne banankalako maningi ama kutana tuko Nigeria. The reason is because kuna aliko ma record ya Mfwiti sometime back. Nzo pezeka kuti wiki singa sirire mukuti bagwira Mfwiti. And depende bwa pezeka kuti ma movies ya ku Nigeria ya blower ya Mfwiti pa.
Yeah.
So they ended up started calling the place rather Nigeria.
Wow.
But that's a place I grew up from. I was born there and raised there.
Okay.
And so after I was there, I went to Kasenje Primary School. That's where I did my grade 1 to grade 9.
Okay.
In grade 9, I wrote my exams and passed to Naboe Secondary School, where I did my grade 10 to 12.
Okay.
In the year 2014, I enrolled at Evelyn Horn College, where I studied journalism and public relations.
Public relations. Before we just come back, Mulina grade 12 certificate?
Imwe certificate ilipo. I'm eligible.
All right. Just after our break, we'll come back to that. So you are on Zapa Mtima. Meet us on the other side.
Zapa Mtima.
Drink healthy, live healthy with Alexa Kombucha. Alexa Kombucha, a magical medicinal, naturally carbonated health drink.
Welcome back. We are talking to Emmanuel, and he's talking about his grade 12 certificate. Please go ahead.
No, grade 12 certificate. You see, under normal circumstances, Zambia, there are certain careers. People think this guy has never been to school. And the industry I'm in, which is comedy, industry. In fact, we're eligible. Person funding, you see us, we even stand for the come to of August.
You know, if you think comedy is something very easy, stand in front of people and make them laugh.
No,
then you will realize.
I've done that several times. Then without giving somebody a notice, you just give them a mic and say, please just say something.
Yes. Excellent. So your qualifications?
Yeah, so
grade 12.
Then went to Evelyn Horn College, where I studied journalism and public relations. But I must mention, Kuti, whilst I was in school, I was given responsibilities of leadership. Okay, so I'll tell you that I became a prefect in grade 6. and from
Wow.
grade 6 up to 12. Grade 6 to grade 7, when I wrote my exams, I was prefect. The moment I passed to grade 8, I was again selected as prefect. In grade 9, I was selected as senior prefect of Kasenje Primary School. And then when I went to Naboe Secondary School, I was actually a class monitor and then became the vice head boy. When I went to Evelyn Horn College, I was one of the few students to be given an opportunity to go on radio, where I started casting the news and actually editing news for the radio station whilst I was a student. And then I was privileged in my second year to be the debate president of the school's debate association.
Wow.
And I took my school, obviously, with my team to various competitions where we emerged victorious. Olomwaenda sure pa Evelyn Horn kuti mungene mu office yaba principal na yaba college councillor muzapeza kuti kuli ma prizes yosiyana siyana netina letera pa school. Personally, I also won quite a number of awards as a debater. Kambi inali kupeza kuti it's either tachuka best or second best. So yenze kubwa awards. So from college tinali kuziwa kuti patika to you see when you're in school, ngati ndwa debate ona monga tikasiza che school ni straight when nokhala member of parliament. Get into society or Zanzibar, yes. So even at the time I graduated in the year 2017. And life was never as I thought it the time I was in school. I realized that actually what we were taught in campus and what was in society were two different things. So when you're in society, man, you funiko sense sanzeru kuti niza survive bwanje. I have the skill, I have the knowledge, but how do I then turn the knowledge and skill that I have into money? Because it will not make sense kuti mu bragging kuti mu ina diploma, mu ina degree, mu ina masters ngati mulibe ndalama.
Or form 5 certificate.
We sipanga pona sense kuti munaenda ku school mulibe cash. That's why there are a lot of people today they are well educated, but because they don't have money, they don't have the respect.
Wow.
Masikola ndimachitatu nienda nikavala suti nikakumanya makada because of the way I'm looking ani bossy. But wafunzi wazapita baada upeza kuti na bossy si choka. So after that I decided njera since sikulu ya chitamunga course yetu nali kufuna ya journalism sina tipase nchito. How about if I just became innovative and do something with the talent and the knowledge that I got in school. So that's how I started doing comedy.
Wow.
And through comedy, si hapa leo tina pa Diamond tilipa zapa mtima.
But the rest is history.
The rest is history. Nikabuku kwa kuti tikambokale mbani handover exam grade 9.
Oh my God. Nakamana brief background of life and then hapa naona wachita campaign mind because from Vamino Wakamba naona munga wangena mu campaign. You've been a leader kuchoka kani kutuko. What's such a campaign bana, right?
Asini Mirira, I'm not standing. Don't worry. Asini Mirira.
When did you discover you could like act, do this kind of thing?
Okay, so the thing has been I think I've been acting, not really acting for a long time, but it's that kind of thing where something is inborn. So venzo chitika most of the times in the basic even at school. I remember in grade 12 sometimes, I was vice head boy, but every time I raised my hand in class to just say something, if there's a topic that is being discussed and the teacher is like, any questions? When I raised my hand, surprisingly, my friends would laugh. Now sometimes I would find that offensive. Because even ofunza kuti nichita understand, but the moment I raised my hand, my classmates end up laughing. I did not know why they were laughing. And the same continued even in college. Pesa kuti ba lecturer bapunzisa anybody with a question na imya kwanja, my friends are laughing. Now
so
what
that
they're
is
laughing?
that was like an endorsement to some extent.
Before
you realize it.
I didn't,
Or when we come back, I want you to talk about what show really put you on the map. Okay.
All right.
You are on Zapa Mtima and we are talking to Ken Dumbo on the other side on Zapa Mtima.
Zapa Mtima.
Bianga the bossy ateka, makanika driver kondakita.
Kombucha,
Zapa Mtima, and we're talking to Ken Dumbo. Emmanuel, hey, what show would you say put you on the map?
Okay, I will not necessarily.
Okay, but
Okay, so for me, it hasn't really been about shows most of the times. I remember in 2017, nija okutimanje uliche board uli panyumba because that time I was still looking for a job and number of people kutia kosa. So I decided to make a video. My phone jabe. So I made like a video where I imagined that my parents are illiterate. Okay, sibazi wapo vili vonse palinkania school.
Yeah.
But I'm privileged as their son to have had an opportunity to go to college. Mani jauti tafika muskuru banzatu ni Friday chenda mukulira isetibe iliyonse patumba. And then you cannot call your parents to say nifuna kondalama yakuti niende nichilizeko. So I came up with a concept where I was calling my parents, asking them for money. Manje jandarama ni yakuti nifuna niende nchaile leisure, but nikawaza kuti nifuna leisure so zanipasa. So I called them and said, Daddy, we are about to write my exams. But kuskuru wakamba kuti as long as still tilipira ndarama yamene bafunika kugulira chi photosynthesis na cha atmosphere.
I remember that one.
Siwazativomesa kulemba exam.
Yeah.
So bafuna kuti each student wamene afuni kulemba exam aguleko chi photosynthesis na cha atmosphere, and my parents were like, mancha mne chi photosynthesis ni zingati?
Yeah.
They were like, chi photosynthesis kwati 700 then cha atmosphere cha even 500. So if and my parents, because did not know what photosynthesis and atmosphere is, they sent me the money. Is it and so that video, I don't know, maybe it's because most students could relate.
Yeah.
It went viral.
Wow.
And that time I was just growing my page.
Yeah.
But to my surprise, number of church I ended up my bigger pages muno Mozambia, Zunguruka, and I started receiving phone calls.
Wow.
Neze hero kwatu kavinti cheke kaja hero so kapita tinakutamba. I was like, oh, okay. So it started from there. Then the next thing I received an invitation to be a director of programs at a wedding in that was in the year 2017 itself. And that was more like the first commercial wedding I ever did. But when I say commercial, so na for Zambia, never charging a 700, but only pirago 500. But I think that's what opened doors for me.
Yes.
Then about is that when I went to that event previously, I would do emceeing.
Yeah.
But need job to you're just doing it for fun. You're not really concerned about the money or kalimwana or kuti wakulipira so nakulipira when you go home uzaipeza nsima. But this time around it was a whole different forum, and I did my best such that before I could even finish the event, I had people coming to me, business card, our daughter is getting married. There were all these things on his business card, directors, managers, but come on, what was MP nice teachers.
Emmanuel, this thing that you do, have you ever crossed any paths for some people?
Mukakamukuti cross the paths hapo timini ngabwa.
Ukalipisa pa wenango.
Ni bambiri bamazanda. Not really that I do it intentionally, but you see, I call my kind of comedy as comedy that speaks. Now, when something speaks to you, chikanga olokuchechi timaenda kubabusa preaching akuti some of you commit adultery, you will burn in hell. Then some people will be like, but they are unsetting. But the truth is, it is true. You commit adultery, and that message has just come at the right time. Oh, cheers that. So yes, I've heard some people through what I say, but I think I don't do it intentionally. I just speak the truth. I speak my mind, and if anybody feels like I offended them, and I offended them intentionally, makoti yaliko ngatipeleke.
Your inspirational message to those that are pushing, because really you need to motivate someone. You have so many followers, about 400,000, over close to 1 million followers.
I'm almost reaching half a million.
Yes.
This has always been my message everywhere I go. I tell my
Don't change it here.
I'm not changing it. Fellow young people, it is only you who knows where you come from, and it is only you who knows what you possess inside you. And it is only you who knows what you want to achieve or where you want to be in the next 2 or 3 years. Sometimes when you rely so much on what people say, you may never reach your destination. So sometimes do it yourself And I know the excuse sometimes is like, no, I do not have sponsorship. Come on. Let me tell you this. Every video you have seen on the Ken Dumbo comedy page, maybe apart from 2 or 3 that were professionally shot, I record using my phone.
Wow.
So sometimes you have to do what you have to do, starting with what you have. You don't necessarily have to have my camera ever Diamond TV or say, sometimes record something using your phone, bring it to Diamond TV. When they love the concept, they'll be like, I think this is good. Let's bring in professional people to do it. Tomorrow, your story will be different.
Wow, that's powerful.
Thank
we
you.
keep looking out. We forget about inside.
Exactly.
What we have.
And I receive a lot of messages from young. No, if you don't go monga imanye nibe studio, nibe ma cameras. Inenima sense be phone bana.
Yeah.
Sure.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Whom have you met you never thought you would meet in your career?
Hey, there are a lot. You see, to some people, my life now and what I do may mean nothing. To me, it's a dream come true.
Wow.
I've met several people whom I was just a fan of.
Mm-hmm.
The musicians, most of them, those people that follow me on my social media platforms, I do a segment called Appreciation Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Most people think I get paid for that Appreciation Friday, but I do that to appreciate our local musicians because I've been a fan of most of them.
Wow.
Today, I can safely say I have met almost all the Zambian musicians from that segment, which I do not get paid for. I just do it out of my own will. I never saw it coming. I've met people like Danny, whom I was just a fan of as I was growing up. I've met people. I've reached at an extent of receiving calls from ministers telling me they love what I do. Oh, by the way, I once hosted an event where the president of this great country, President Gachagua, was guest of honor. For me, that was a success story. Wow. And today, I can safely say I've made it in life.
Ego one.
Ego one. So mdani wangono.
Muzako anamukira manje.
It's a tinafola.
Excellent.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are on Zappa Mtima TV show brought to you courtesy of Gavi Beverages, and we are talking to Dumbo, Zappa Mtima, Kenny Dumbo. On the other side, only on Zappa Mtima.
Zappa Mtima.
Energize the natural way. Elixir Kombucha. Drink healthy, live healthy.
Zappa Mtima.
Quick question session. Answer my questions in less than a second if you can. Give your life a movie title.
The Great Ken Dumbo.
What's the great name?
The Great Ken Dumbo. Why am I
Craziest thing a fan did to you.
Craziest thing a fan did to me. Ananta mangira chabu shopping mall. Oni hugging from nowhere. Sina zibe ndanda wachamu. Ken Dumbo. Boni hugging ono ishwa bamuna bake bali.
We'll run for president one day. Enona kulimbikira.
President wama funako ka degree. Tikalipo panga degree, but if God blesses, tinga chayo.
Your West talent?
My West talent is dancing.
Suzo vina again?
Sinzo vina.
Ino mwanga mondazo vina.
Sinzo wa kuvina. Nezo isa ko gwara the other day hava nanise.
Gwara ida. Been arrested before?
Yes. But you said under a minute, under a second. Under a second, so I will not go into details.
Shoplifted before? False or true? True or false?
False.
Kasak. What's the weirdest question you've ever been asked?
Weirdest question I've ever been asked.
Namanje umayikumbuka. Yatati yebe.
Are you a virgin?
Which one is growing fast? Music or comedy?
Right now? Almost everyone is a comedian. I'm a musician when I'm upon my videos. You're sekes.
True or false? One woman is enough.
True.
For every man.
True.
We open.
Awe ni true na.
Excellent, Ken.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
It's been
much.
Nice to have you. Congratulations. You've really been very candid. Yeah, I think you've answered all my questions. I'm very happy. And of course, I have a gift for you from Gavi Beverages, a token of appreciation for having come. Segure.
Nise kulia pale pano, nise kulia pale.
Tengela tuna kombucha ni yako hii.
Oh way! No, this one tipeleka kuwa pongozi. Kaya poleta, kaya batile tera chiranga muliro. So kaya kumaka ko tobweza bweza paja. Wow.
Well, you are on Zappa Mtima TV show brought to you courtesy of Gavi Beverages, and we have reached the end. So until next week at the same time, take care.